from Ngigi Dairy Farm. I'm the director of Ngigi Dairy Farm. We started Ngigi Dairy Farm back in 2015. We do zero grazing. Here at our farm we practice zero grazing, where the cows live in the shed and we grow our food outside these premises. So Ngigi Dairy Farm right now has 7 animals, where we milk 2 animals and the rest are heifers, in-calf heifers. So at the moment we collect 50 liters of milk from the 2 cows, where we sell to our local cooperative, the Mogoga Dairy Farmers Cooperative Society. I grew up in Nakuru, where my mom used to rear dairy animals. Dairy animals have used to actually paid my school fees from high school to the university. So I really value dairy animals, because they really helped pay my education, my tuition fees, that is both in high school and college. So once I graduated from college, I said this is a venture at least I would like to get into, since I saw the kind of impact it played in my life. So in 2015, I started this farm. I bought 10 animals from a farm in Kinangop, and I was milking 7 at the moment. During that time, I milked 7 animals, and the rest were heifers. But some of the animals, I can say, died due to mismanagement, problems like mastitis, and also hypocalcemia, the Downer syndrome. So I lost several animals. I think I lost 4 milking animals, but at least they left me some heifers, of which at the moment now they are pregnant, heavily in calf, waiting to give birth anytime from March. Yeah. At this farm we use artificial insemination. We select the best breeds. We use breeds from the US. They are provided by Africa Breeder Services, and we are able to select through consultation from our veterinary doctor. We're able to select the best breeds that are able to adapt to our environment here in Kikuyu. Yes, and AI also. You are sure that you are not doing inbreeding because you are getting these breeds. The benefits I've gotten from dairy farming, actually right now they pay most of our expenses by the selling of milk at the cooperative. Actually pay our expenses, our bills, our medical bills, our electricity. All of them are paid from the proceeds of milk. And we have also sold some heifers from this farm, which they have also helped us expand the sheds. As you can see from the other side, we have expanded our sheds. So dairy farming, I can say it's a profitable venture, and I would encourage anyone to get into it, because it is rewarding at the end of the day. We feed our animals with the hay, and we have also planted in our farm, we have planted napier grass and also maize. So we feed our animals basically a mixture of maize, chopped maize, and also hay. And we also supplement our cows using a dairy meal, that is the milking animals, to enhance to boost the milk production. Basically, we feed our animals twice per day. That is early morning at the wee hours. We feed them at around 3 a.m. and that is after milking, and also 2 p.m. after milking. We just feed them twice a day. But these are some of the animals here are milked thrice. So if you are the animals that are milked thrice, we feed them thrice a day. That's a high yielding animal by the name Jockey. She's milked thrice, so we feed her thrice a day. About the water consumption is very high at the farm, because besides the cows taking the water, we also use the water to wash the sheds. The sheds are washed twice a day. So I think our water consumption is high, up to 1,000 liters, 1,000 liters per day actually. But we have sunk a well, and we also receive water from there's a service provider in our village who gives us water. Hygiene is paramount at the farm. You have to, as you can see, our animals are sleeping on the mattresses, so we have to make sure that the hygiene the hygiene standards are kept at a very, I can say, high level at the farm. So this is to prevent diseases such as mastitis and also other diseases. So we also have to ensure that in our dairy, the animals are sprayed at least twice a month. They are sprayed and also at the same time dewormed. That will ensure that your animals are healthy and also comfortable. I can say I'm yet to break even. I started with, I think, I started on a high note. So I had a master capital of 1.5 million. But I had not anticipated some of the challenges that I came to face later. That is losing cows. So I'm yet to break even, I can say. But I can say the journey, the experience has been very good. These animals, the animals that died, were able to leave me with the heifers, of which I believe in the next at least 1 year or 2 years, I'll be in a position, a break-even point. The greatest challenge I face as a dairy farmer, I think, is fodder, getting quality fodder. Most of us, we enter into dairy farming without a plan. We are supposed to plan from the other end. Before thinking about the cows, I encourage each and every farmer or the prospective farmer to think of what are the cows going to eat. That should be step number one. So we should have a plan on how to establish the fodder establishment plan, and also where to sell the milk before even bringing the cows, because those are the greatest challenges farmers usually face. Yes, you have, let's say you have plenty, or you have XY number of cows, but you don't know where you're going to sell the milk. And also you bring, or you buy so many cows, but you don't have the plan on how to feed those animals. So I think that's where I started. I started on the wrong footing. I bought 10 cows, but I had not planned for how to get the fodder for those animals. So those are some of the challenges I faced. And another challenge is diseases such as mastitis. As I've told you previously, I lost at least 2 cows from mastitis. They had chronic mastitis, and after consulting the veterinary doctors, the result was just to cull the animals. So those are some of the challenges I faced. About the market, the milk market, I can say our proximity towards Nairobi has really been a plus, so I can't complain about the market, because at least our cooperative is able to pay the farmers milk at between 40 and 45 shillings. So I cannot say that it has been a challenge. We invite a veterinary officer once a month to come and do a physical examination to all the cows, to check whether they have anything, any disease they might be suffering from. So he comes and diagnoses mastitis and the general well-being of the animal. So that is once every month. Yeah. The profits, what I would say, the profits in the dairy sector, the farming, besides the milk, I think selling of quality or pedigree heifers, I think that's where the most profit is in dairy farming. So if you're able to breed what can I say, a quality heifer, you can fetch high amounts. There are farms which sell close to 600,000 a heifer. So if you're able to breed, to bring up a good breed, you can fetch good amounts by selling of in-calf heifers, besides obtaining the milk from the profit from the milk. Here the farm is we have only the Holstein Friesian breeds, because these are the breeds which have produce high amounts of milk. But later we are planning also to introduce the Jersey breed, because also we are also looking, beside the quantity, we are also hoping to get quality milk. And as you know, Jersey breeds, the milk has a high butterfat content, I think of 3.9. So we want also to, besides also selling quantity, we're also looking at how to obtain quality milk. So that's our plan for next year. Previously, we were using that waste to enrich the soil in the farm where we were planting the napier grass, the hay, and also the maize. But as we were consulted we got a consultation from Takamoto Biogas. We sorted to install a biogas unit in our farm. So not only will we be benefiting by getting energy, free energy from the farm, the bioslurry that comes from the biogas will be very, very nutrient rich to help. It will be biofertilizer to help our fodder grow very fast and very, very, can say, healthy. Yeah. So we are installing a biogas unit today, so as to help, we can say, promote or make sure that we have free energy at the farm and also free biofertilizer. As a fellow dairy farmer, I would encourage everyone or people who are willing to start this venture, before even thinking of getting into the venture, start visiting several dairy farms. Before I started my dairy farm, I had visited at least 26 dairy farms all over the county. So start visiting at least several. You start by visiting different dairy farms and see some, and share. Some of them will share the kind of challenges they have faced. So, and also I would encourage them to plan on the fodder before bringing the animal to the farm, before even constructing the shed. Start by having a plan. What will my cows feed once they are in my compound? So start by building silage bunkers, and what else? You can start also by leasing land. There's some areas there's some farmers who lease land, so you can lease land to plant fodder for the animals. I think farmers also should think about a fodder conservation plan, and also where to sell the produce, the milk produce. Once you have that in your plan, now you can go consult your veterinary doctor, visit the farms, the prospective farms that you intend to buy your animals, so that you will also get quality animals, because there are some farmers without knowledge go and buy animals. The animals are sickly, or the milk production is not that high as they were told. So I think it's also good to consult a veterinary doctor to go and help you in the process of buying the animals. What I can say in breeding, using the local bull is, I would discourage that, because the bad traits that are already in the bull, they're able to pass towards the other generation. So I would encourage farmers in other farms to practice the artificial insemination method for their farm. That will improve their breed and also get a quality. If you, for instance, you get a heifer, you'll be able to get a good heifer that can fetch as high amounts as 300,000 when you sell it during the in-calf period. Farmers should stick to a reputable company. We have seen farmers using this product this time, and the other product, dairy milk from a different company next time. This usually affects the cows, because these companies, they usually have different formulation ratios. So I can say it's advisable to stick just to one company. Initially, I used to mix my own rations for the dairy mill, and this was a challenge because the raw material supplier did not provide the quality raw materials. but there's always there's a limit. There's a limit to which in the event that you add any extra dairy milk, the animal will not produce much. Each animal has a limit, and as you know, the cow has I can say a cycle, a 3 or 5 day cycle. So there's a point where the animal is at its peak. I think that is 3 months after giving birth. So and then it continues, and as soon as the animal dries off, I can say the cycle or the milk production usually goes down. So each and every animal has its own limit. It has the maximum capacity of which it can produce milk. For the 2 animals that I have here, that is Joy and Jockey, annually at least they give a birth once every year, and that is recommended. For a good animal should give birth at least once a year. So we find that there are some animals which stay up to 2 years without giving birth. That is it's not very economical, and at the end of the day, it will not be profitable to run the farm. So for a profitable farm, I think it's recommended that an animal should give birth at least once every year. The animals sleep. You can see this is the cow mattress, and this is where they move around, and this is where they eat. This time we are feeding them with napier grass, and also maize, and some bit of hay. This is barley grass. It's January, and it's very dry, so that's why we are opting to feed them on barley. I think the crude protein in barley grass is about 6%, so it's not very good quality forage, but we're able to supplement that with green maize, which we have planted in our farm. So this is the Jockey. This is the highest producer in the farm. At the moment, she's doing at about 25 liters because she's very pregnant. I think she'll give birth around June. So her milk production is not very high, but she has reached peaks of 35 liters. Her dam, her generation is from Delamere. Yeah, that's where we got the breed from. This one is Joy. Joy is also milk. She's also being milked. She's she's a second calver. Not yet pregnant. Yeah, but yesterday she was served. She was on heat yesterday and got served. And I forgot to mention Jockey is also a second calver, going to her 3rd calving. This is Pauline, Joy's daughter. She's in calf, I think, with 4 months in calf, and she will calve, I think, later in the year. Yes, and we also have here Wendy. Wendy is also in calf. 4 months also in calf, and her mother was called Valentine, but she succumbed because of Downer syndrome. She had hypocalcemia during when she was giving birth to her. She never made it. And we also have here Rahab. Rahab is a heifer. She's not in calf. She's ready to be served. Anytime from March, she'll be ready to be served. And lastly, we have Angel. Angel is 7 months in calf, and we expect her to give birth in late March. That's when she will give birth. So this is where they eat, and this is where they move around, and this is where the animals. The engineer built the area to be sloped, so that once we wash, the effluent, the waste goes directly to the farm, where we have planted the maize and the napier grass and some brachiara grass. That's where we have planted. So the slopiness is to help at least push the effluent, easier flow of the effluent directly to the farm. You also have to provide clean water for your animals, and the system is automated in that once the animal takes as much water as it can, the water just comes directly from the main tank, clean water that is, and it's able to to control automatically via this system, which is the same system that is used in the toilet. So this ensures that the animal gets clean water each and every day. So, and also the water, we have an outlet to make so as to ensure that we also have we have to make sure that the water that every day we have to add clean and fresh water to this tank. So, and any extra water has to be removed via the outlet.
Mimi naitwa Karanja, huwa mimi nafanya kazi kwa hii mboma, huwa naangalia hizi ng'ombe. Hii ng'ombe huwa naipea chakula mara mbili kwa siku, saa 8 za usiku. Kutoka hapo napanguza hizi mangodoro, naosha huku, kumaliza kuosha huku, saa ni kurudi usingizi, saa kuamka kitu kaa saa 2 hivi, ni kutafuta chakula huku kwa shamba, kutafuta chakula naleta, naziweka hapa parking, kufika tu saa 6, naanza hiyo kazi tena, saa ni kukamua, alafu naosha tena hii magodoro yote. Sasa kwa hii ng'ombe hii inaitwa joki, huwa nakamua mara 3 kwa siku, inakamuliwa saa 8, saa 6, saa 12. Inaitwa Joy, huwa nakamua mara 2, saa 8 na saa 7. Hizi zingine huwa nazipea unga. Kabla ya kukamua hizi nazipea unga, kila ng'ombe huwa inakula kilo 2, na hizi sasa Joki na Joy huwa zinakula hata hizo, zinakula daily meal na changanya na hiyo unga kwa kila ng'ombe. Kwa kila ng'ombe huwa inakula kilo 2 ya hiyo unga, na pia naisaidia na nini, na nipea hii daily meal na changanya, zinakula yote.
Kwa siku unaoshaga mara ngapi?
Naosha mara 2. Juu hata hizi ng'ombe zikikuta ile magodoro zikiwa zimekojorea haziwezi lala. Sasa lazima nipanguze. Sasa kwa kila siku huwa napanguza mara 2.
Na mahali pa kukamulia unahakikisha pamekaa vipi ili ng'ombe iweze kutoa maziwa?
Hapo huwa nasafisha kila mara, hata hapo panakuwa pasafi sana. Lazima nini hapo juu ya hizi madundu zinaenda nini hapo, zinaongoeka tu hapo. Lazima nipanguze hapo kabisa, hapa kuwe pasafi.
Maana ni wewe unakamua, ni mbinu gani unachukua ili uweze kuhakikisha maziwa imetoka safi? Tueleze jinsi unavyofanya kabla ukamue mpaka ukamue na kupima maziwa.
Sasa kwanza kukamua huwa naosha ng'ombe vizuri mpaka hiyo ikiwa na mafi hivi, ikiwa imeshalalia mafi hivi, huwa naipanguza vizuri mpaka hiyo uchafu yote inatoka, alafu napanguza hiyo matiti naipanguza. Sasa alafu naanza kukamua.
Na ukikamua ukimaliza unafanya nini?
Sasa kumaliza kukamua kuna kitu ya kupima pale, napima ili nijue ng'ombe imetoa lita ngapi, ili nijue venye hiyo ng'ombe iko. Kama imekata maziwa nijue venye saa nitafanya nijue chakula yenye nitaongeza ili nirudishe hiyo maziwa.
Na kama wewe unaangalia hizi ng'ombe, unaweza wahimizaje ama unaweza ambiaje wakulima wengine ambao wanafanya ukulima wa ng'ombe ili waweze kutoa maziwa ya sikini?
Sasa mimi naweza waambia ng'ombe ni lazima ujue venye utaiweka mahali pasafi, uipe chakula vizuri chenye tu hiyo ng'ombe inahitaji. Kama ni dawa ya minyoo uipe kabisa, ili itatoa maziwa na mpaka wewe utafurahia.
Taka Moto Biogas ni kampuni ya kuinstall biogas systems tukitumia cow dung ama pig waste kwa wakulima mdogo, mkulima middle class na mkulima mkubwa. Hiyo ni kumaanisha kuwa na ng'ombe kutoka wawili you qualify for an installation. Leo tumetembea Mogoga, Ngigi Farm, tumekuja kuinstall biogas system. It's a 10 cubic bag digester. Hii yenye mnaona hapa. Na the process yenye tumefanya, once we get to your farm in the morning, tunachimba shimo. This is an 8-foot diameter hole. Shimo tunachimba 5 feet chini. Then we lay down the digester and now start the feeding process, which is going on behind me. And once the feeding, we've fed to its capacity, then we give it a maximum of 2 weeks, then for the whole process to be complete. And once it's full, we just come and commission. Ni process ambayo ichukui muda sana. Kuinstall it takes just a day, and within 2 weeks, you are ready to use your biogas. Biogas, this bag digester in Kiambu, we are selling it at 70,000, whereby you do a deposit of 15,000, and after installation, you pay 5,500 for 1 year. Within Mount Kenya, you do 75,000, a deposit of 20,000, and 5,500 per month for 1 year. And the rest of Kenya, it's 85,000, whereby you do a deposit of 30,000 and 5,500 per month for 1 year.